Crafty peeps. So I thought I would come on and do kind of a process video, I guess. Just kind of how I go about picking my papers. So today I thought I would use this sticker sheet for inspiration. It's the Simple Stories Full Bloom cardstock stickers. And I'm looking for the year, and I don't see it. It's been a couple of years, but this has been in my stash, and as you can see, I've hardly used any stickers. I think there's like one word sticker missing. So I thought it's time to pull this. So I'm going to start grabbing a couple of different things, and then I'll kind of walk you through what I've done. But my thought process is mostly this corally pink, this yellow, and this turquoisey, greeny, muted color. Maybe a little bit of orange. We'll see. So I will put you on fast forward while I start picking some little embellishments. A little bit of gold. All right, so I need to pick my papers next. All right, so I just grabbed my layout sheet. Just going to move this out of the way a little bit. And I'm going to pull in my new organization for my Project Life cards. So I'm going to kind of concentrate on that pink, yellow, teal. Oh, look at that. That Maggie Holmes paper goes really well. I could make that work. Yeah, I think we're going to go a little bit more on the corally side. As much as that one matched, I do want to try to pick some papers that I may not otherwise use. So you can see I just have my pages organized by 4x6 and 3x4, and then kind of the leftovers. Ooh, I haven't even opened this up. It's a little too intense of a yellow, but kind of like that. All right. I also have some paint chips in the back. Could I make that work? All right, let's not go too heavy on the paint chips. What else? What else? These next couple of minutes is just me flipping through all of the different 4x6 cards and trying to pick ones that work. And yeah, there are a few that you'll see I pull out and then I put back, but basically this is what my process looks like, which is why I normally just come on with all of these cards selected, because I find this is the process that probably takes me the longest. And then in the next little clip, I also mention I have to go print off my photos, and I find that's also quite a time-consuming process. I say it's like 3 hours later in the next little clip, but that's not normally how long it takes for me to print my photos. I was just having problems with my little printer. I use a Canon Selfie CP 1300 to print off my photos, and I really like it because the extra clear coat that it puts on top of the photos means that the ink from the photos doesn't smudge. And that's one of the main reasons that I use that little printer. I am looking to upgrade my printer, so if you have one that you really love, please put it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear how the rest of you print off your photos. And I also use my phone to print off my photos. And I've been struggling a little bit with it since my phone is a little old. And I'm finding that my Project Life app, which is basically the one I use to lay out the photos, so it'll print like 2 3x4 photos side by side on a 4x6 piece of paper. I'm finding that starting to get glitchy. So let me know in the comments down below what you use. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there because I kind of like that color combination. Oh, and I also wanted to show you, this is the Fangroda bin from IKEA, which is what I'm keeping my cards in at the moment. I just like being able to grab the whole bin instead of a couple of different baskets. Okay, so here's kind of where we are. And I may or may not use that gray, we'll see. But I did pull most of the colors from here. So now I need to go and print my photos, and I need to use my camera to do that. So I'm going to turn you off, and then I will be back when that is done. All right, friends, it's been a few hours, and I'm back. I had to do some troubleshooting with my little printer, but I've got all my photos printed off. So, and as you can see, I've kind of got an idea where I'm headed with this layout. So now I'm just going to trim my photos down and I'll be right back. Okay, here's where we are. So now I'm going to go off camera and do my journaling, and I will be back. Alrighty, I'm back. So the plan is to use one of these different fonts for my title card and use some stickers. I probably won't use these. I do want to try to use these. So I will put you on fast forward as I finish this page up. I really love this color combination, and I didn't end up picking my colors from my photos this time. I just basically went with the sticker sheet for my inspiration. So if you are someone who struggles trying to pick colors to go with your photo layouts, kind of either embrace one or the other. Like, pick your color scheme from your embellishments and just go that route, or you can always pick colors from the photos themselves and just go that route. So you don't have to have like 100% color coordinated layout. I also really like the look of not really mismatched, kind of more eclectic mixes of colors too sometimes. So my process is basically what you just watched me go through, and start to finish, it's probably about, I don't know, I want to say like an hour maybe. Once I go through everything, that's probably even a little bit long. But on average, you know, by the time you get your cards picked, your photos printed, your journaling done, and then this entire process, it's probably about an hour from start to finish. But I don't usually film the whole thing because, as I said before, I find that it would be a lot of interruptions, as you could see in the video this time. It was kind of broken up into sections. So, and because I use my camera for a lot of, or sorry, my phone for a lot of my project lifing, it's difficult for me to film the entire process. So I apologize if the choppiness of this video is not really what you were hoping to see today, but that's kind of what happens, I guess, when you use your phone to record and to do most of your memory keeping. So I'm just adding some little stickers here and there, and I ended up using all 4 of those. I didn't actually end up touching any of the little embellishments that I pulled from my rainbow kit, because once I got on a roll, it was just mostly the stickers from the sheets. So, but that's more or less it, friends. It looks like I'm back to you live in just a moment. All right, friends, week 19, all done. And I didn't use most of the things that I pulled out, but funny, I stuck to my color scheme and it seems to be working pretty well. So my recipe, if you're interested, is I like to try to use stickers or the photos. In this case, I pulled really from the stickers. So 2 yellow, 2 green, and I've got like, we'll call that coral. And then this card has a little bit of all 3 colors. And then the embellishments to pull it together. So that's it. All right, as always, thanks for coming to hang out with me, and I will see you next video. Bye for now.